won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not, but hey, you're the best kind of weird that I got.
Hi, welcome to Ask a Married Couple with Brent and Natasha. I'm Brent.
I'm Natasha.
We're a married couple. Does that make us qualified to give you any sort of advice on relationships? No, it does not. Does it make us right?
Yes, it does.
Damn straight. Today we'll be talking about swinging, a lack of ambition, and the problem with situationships. Let's get right into it.
All right.
All right. First letter is from Reddit user Throwaway Account. That's always hot stuff on r/relationship advice. My F29 boyfriend, M37, keeps asking me to swing. Is swinging something that can be compromised on? Can a non-swinger and a swinger have a normal relationship? He told me he wanted a monogamous relationship when we first started dating, but now he's constantly asking me to have sex with other men or go to sex clubs. I do not want to be with any other men, and if that's what he's into, I don't think he'll ever be content in this relationship, but he swears he'll be happy with me. I just don't know what to believe. Just this week alone, he's asked me 4 times about fucking other men, and every time I say no. Wow. Can swinging be compromised on?
Absolutely not. Their values aren't aligned.
Agreed on that.
However people want to choose to live their life, that's fine. And if you have a couple, they each individually are interested in the idea, that's great. They belong together. These people do not.
Agreed wholeheartedly. He also pulled a bait and switch on her.
Yeah, he did.
He swore he was monogamous. He clearly is not monogamous. I'm not sure exactly why she's okay with that, because she says, I don't want to be with any other man. Not sure if he shits Tiffany cufflinks or he farts chocolate chips or what is it so good about him. But he lied to her. He's a liar. He's lied right off the bat. I'm not sure how long they've been dating. That would be helpful information. Yeah, if you want to swing, but that is one of those 2 yeses.
Right.
And 1 no type agreements. I feel like she's right. He's not going to drop it. He's asked her 4 times this week. So he's going to wear her down.
Yeah.
She's going to suddenly think she's okay with it. She'll never be okay with it. She needs to take a real look at what her future is going to look like with this guy.
Right. And if she were to give in and give him what he wanted, it's not going to stop there.
Oh,
It's going to get wilder and freakier. And he's already trying to push her boundaries. And if she gives in, he's going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing to see what else he can get away with. It's not going to stop. He's never going to be happy.
Yeah, and my kind of hot take on this is I'm wondering, this guy, he's roped her in with the promise of monogamy. He's now broken the ice about potential swinging. Is it that their values don't align, or that he rolled in with clear eyes, knowing that their values didn't align, and part of the excitement for him is breaking her down and getting her to be where he wants to be?
It is. He straight up lied to her. He said that he was a monogamous. If you're a monogamous person, you are not going to push your partner into swinging. And it's not just going to end with, well, I can have sex with other women and you can have sex with other men. The next part of what's going to happen is he's going to want to watch. This isn't just about being open to other partners.
Yeah, and like I said, I think he wants to see that process of her going from vanilla monogamy to freaky HBO real sex.
Yeah, that's part of the fetish for him.
And like I said, she's got to really take a hard look at what her future with this guy is going to look like. I hope she has the strength to get out and find a guy with her own values. From the tone of this letter, I'm not sure she does. I wish her the best.
I feel really bad for her. The relationship should have already been over as soon as he brought it up, but that he's pressuring her multiple times a week. And she might be in the mindset of, how can we work through this problem? You cannot. You can't work through this.
It should have been a deal breaker. It clearly isn't yet for her. I'm not sure why. Like I said, I hope she's got the strength.
Yeah, she needs to leave.
All right, what do we got next? I'm hearing something about a lack of ambition.
Yes. Our next letter comes from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for wanting to break up with my unemployed boyfriend who doesn't seem to have ambition or plans for the future? I have been with my boyfriend for just under a year. He is sweet, compassionate, kind, and caring. However, for the duration of our relationship, he has been unemployed, not in school, or showing any signs of planning for the future. He spends his time playing games and explaining why he can't do things instead of trying to find ways to be proactive. It selfishly makes me sad because I so badly want to go on dates and have fun together. I've offered to pay, but he doesn't want to do that either. I know we are young, in our early 20s, but I'm really future-oriented and want to build a future with someone. I'm in school, working, and constantly trying to ensure a better future for myself and future family. He always wants to spend time with his friends, even on special occasions like Christmas and New Year's, and I just feel lonely and out of place. Am I wrong for wanting to break up with him in hopes I find someone more on the same page? No, you're not wrong.
Short answer,
at
no.
all.
Yeah, one phrase really jumped out at me in that letter, and that is she's selfishly sad.
Yeah.
That's not selfish to be sad, because what you're doing, you yourself said you're future oriented. You're getting a clear look at what your future is going to be like with this guy. He may pull his head out of his ass at some point and drop the video games and go to school, get a job, do something. But right now, he's in no hurry to do any of that. And there's no reason, you haven't even been dating a year, there's no reason you need to hitch your wagon to that particular star.
Like you said, he may change, he may get his act together, but this is why you don't date potential. And I don't even see that he's shown any potential or inklings of potential anyway to give her the idea that this is going to change anytime in the future.
He's sweet, apparently, but you really got to bring more to the table. Sweet should be the lowest possible bar for a romantic partnership.
Right. And honestly, I think she might have said that because she does feel guilty about even considering breaking up with this guy. So I question how sweet and compassionate and kind and caring that he is.
I'm sure he's a good hang, but she herself said that he doesn't really care about being alone with her. He always wants his friends over, even on special occasions.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's still in kid mode. You don't want to date somebody in kid mode. Not for future. For now, sure, yeah, why not? But they aren't even going on dates because he can't afford it and he won't let her pay. So his pride is keeping her from having a good time. His lack of finances is keeping him from doing anything.
I don't even know how much of it is pride. I think he just doesn't feel like it. He just doesn't
There's
care.
that,
And also, he spends his time playing games and explaining why he can't do things instead of trying to find ways to be proactive.
Yeah,
so he's all about the excuses as to why everything's fine in his world. He doesn't want to change.
I wonder if this guy lives with his parents, because it sounds like he's really gotten used to doing the easiest possible thing.
Right.
It is so much easier to explain to someone why you can't do something or why the world is against you, rather than, like she said, being proactive and taking steps, being patient, making things happen. It sounds like he's super fine with where he is, and he has no inclination to move beyond that. She seems like she very much wants to move beyond that, but feels bad for, putting the puppy down.
This is another situation where their values don't align.
Absolutely.
You cannot be with someone if your values don't align. She's future oriented. She cares about school and working hard and having a better future. He cares about none of those things.
Yep. And as we mentioned, he might pull himself together. That's great for some girl in the future.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be her. She does not have to go on that ride with him. She can
And
find
she shouldn't.
somebody perfectly fine right now.
Agreed. So break up.
Yeah, word, breakup. And for our last letter of the day, we're going to tackle the thorny bullshit that is the situationship, which is one of my least favorite words. So this is from r/relationship advice. User Loki hates you. I, 29 male, struggling to move on after my 38 female girlfriend slept with her male friend, 30, right before we made it official. Feels like what we had wasn't special. How can I move on? I've been with my girlfriend for 11 months now, but I can't shake this lingering feeling of hurt and betrayal. Before we officially started dating, we were in what I guess you'd call a situationship. We'd been having sex for months, constantly flirting, saying I love you, and sharing moments that felt incredibly special to me. I truly believed it was the foundation of something meaningful, something that would grow into a real relationship. To her credit, she's changed a lot since then. She told everyone about me. She gives me all of her time and attention and has been fully committed to our relationship. Objectively, I know she's with me now, and she's proven it in so many ways. But emotionally, I just can't move past it. She still talks to her male best friend from time to time, not as much as in the beginning of the relationship, which is the part that eats at me. And even though she's assured me nothing is going on, I can't help but feel uneasy. Not doubting her, but the thought of her sleeping with him that day kept recurring into my mind over and over. I started eating more. I'm not exercising anymore. I don't pursue my hobbies anymore. It hit me like a truck. I love her, and I know she loves me too, but this has been eating at me. I want to move forward, but the feeling lingers like a wound that won't heal. I even thought of breaking up, to be honest. I don't even know. So situationships and rules, and are we official yet? What you got?
I feel like he feels that she cheated on him, but she didn't. They weren't official. It seems that he was aware that they were not official. I feel sorry for him, but I don't see that she's done anything wrong. He's reflecting back to how things were in the beginning of this situationship. If he was unhappy about it at the time, he should have had more self-respect to not be in this situation.
Yeah, I think at the beginning, he probably had stronger feelings for her than she did for him.
Yeah, I think
it
so.
sounds like she's committed to him now, which is great. That brings up kind of the whole problem with situationships and being official. People say they're in situationships because they don't want to commit themselves too early, I guess, to this quote-unquote official relationship. They're setting these rules and these guidelines that shouldn't exist because for months, they've only been together for 11 months. And for months at the beginning, months plural, they were having sex. They were saying, I love you. Back in the day, we would have just called that a relationship. That's what that is. So by laying this framework on it of are we official or not, and saying firmly that we are not official, I think that gave her the permission structure to go ahead and bone this other guy.
Right.
So by the rules that they set out themselves, she did nothing wrong. Given the fact that she's with him now fully and committedly, you're right. He's got nothing to complain about. He's got to get over this because they set these rules and they followed those rules.
Right. So his feelings now, like I said, he should have walked away from this situation as opposed to going along with it, and it's eating away at him.
Yep.
And he's just biding his time until she wants to make things official and settle down.
Looks like they got there. So
right.
I think the onus is on him to get over this and not blame her for the situation that he helped create.
Exactly. I think whatever consenting adults want to do is fine, but y'all have to be on the same wavelength. Yep. If you want a committed monogamous relationship and the other person is not done having sex with other people, there's nothing wrong with stepping back and saying, I can't be involved in this. I'd love to be in a relationship with you, but I can't be with someone who has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Entering into these kinds of relationships, hoping that the other person is going to change and get serious with you down the line is just going to lead to heartbreak. Because in a lot of situations, that never happens. And people are doing this for years.
This guy's actually lucky that the path took them there, that she is committed now.
Right.
Because of that, yeah, he cannot blame her for this. She was just doing what the rules allowed.
Right.
I'm glad their feelings match now. And I hope he doesn't take this out on her in any way.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should see a therapist and he needs to work through his feelings on this. I'm not saying that he can't discuss it with her because obviously it's going to impact her as well. But she didn't do anything wrong. This isn't an issue of betrayal.
I think that's good for us today.
Okay.
Again, we are Ask a Married Couple. We are so married.
We're very married.
Please like and subscribe. All of our socials and links and whatnot are up on the next screen if you're watching this on YouTube. If not, enjoy the silence. Bye.
Bye.
I won't say you're perfect. We all know you're not. But hey, you're the best.